Welcome to BioStock. Lund-based medtech Enzymatica has developed ColdZyme, a mouth spray that treats and alleviates common cold symptoms. Now the company has released new promising data from an in-vitro study with ColdZyme in influenza, the flu virus. Here to tell us more is Enzymatica's CEO, Claus Egstrand. Welcome, Claus.
Thank you, Mike.
So let's start from the basics. What is ColdZyme exactly? How does it work?
ColdZyme is this little product here that comes in this very elegant box. Mm-hmm. It simply works by you spraying in the back of your throat at the first signs of a cold infection, or if you think you're entering an environment where you might catch a cold, you can spray and use it preventatively. The magic sauce is actually in the product is actually a patented formula of glycerol and trypsin, and the way it works is that when you spray it in the back of your throat, glycerol coats the back of your throat, traps the viruses, and as the glycerol dilutes, the trypsin gets activated by the heat of the back of your throat and starts cleaving this virus spikes.
Okay, so basically acts, as you said, a trap for these viruses.
That is correct.
Let's jump into the in vitro study then, which is done in collaboration with the University of Innsbruck. What was the purpose of this study?
Yes, so the purpose was twofold. One was really for us to prove that the product works after applying the product in vitro after the cells have been infected.
Yeah.
And more importantly, as we expand the product under MDR, the claims will go from cold and cold viruses to all upper respiratory viruses, and therefore we needed a study to demonstrate that it works against influenza.
Well, and let's jump right into the results. You mentioned the fact that ColdZyme reduces influenza viral load by 99%, which sounds like a huge number and a very significant number. Could you speak more about the significance of this?
Yeah, it did. I mean, we were actually very surprised. And more importantly, the Professor Wilfingsleder, who runs a virology lab in Innsbruck, we interviewed her yesterday, and she was even more surprised. 99%. She expected great effect, but 99% was quite a lot.
Yeah.
And they believe that the reason it works like that is that it breaks the virus cycle of infections and stops the viruses from replicating, and the net result is that you get much less viruses on day 3 compared to placebo, which is the sole solution.
So in real-world application, what would this mean? I mean, of course, this is an in vitro study.
Yeah, so the good news and the exciting thing about the product is Innsbruck has proven it preventively against all kinds of viruses, including SARS-CoV-2 and variants of Omicron. What we haven't done to date is prove what actually happens if you apply it after the cells have been infected. We, as you may know, we have an ongoing study at the University of Kent, where it's an in vivo study, clinical study, double-blind placebo-controlled study, where we will get the results in terms of symptom relief and viral load reduction. So we'll actually, in the next 2 or 3 weeks, know what viruses ColdZyme actually works on in patients in the ongoing study.
Okay, so the in vivo study will then complement this in vitro study.
Yeah. So basically, as you know, in vitro is nice. It's a proof of action. Does it actually translate into results in humans?
Well, you alluded to this already, but it seems like you could use this product for not just influenza or cold, but other respiratory viruses such as COVID.
Yeah. So the COVID is a challenging indication at the moment. As when we entered the pandemic, it was an absolute no-no. As COVID or COVID variants now become more endemic, at a point in time, we believe that COVID will be covered under all upper respiratory viruses.
Yeah. And finally, what would you say is the overall market potential for ColdZyme, especially considering these results?
We're obviously increasingly confident that we'll achieve the financial targets we stated 18 months ago, which was 600 million SEK based on the cold product alone.
Great. Well, we definitely look forward to following Enzymatica, and especially looking forward to the results coming out of the University of Kent in a couple of weeks.
Thank you.